is there an ideal training schedule? I mean, obviously, if you're talking about people in the business, they've been trained, they've had gone through their onboarding training. Is there sort of a, are there triggers to training or just on a time frame, or, how does someone decide, that, yeah, they need to get after training again?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's also back up a minute and define what training is, because that's another big gap that I see is a lot of times people will just throw an SOP or a regulation at someone and be like, read this, and now you're trained. That's not a training. We need to actually measure their results. And also we need to take into account everyone learns differently. So someone might need a workflow diagram or a checklist or a mini video or something more interactive. Those are different aspects that we need to consider when we're developing a training plan. But as a rule of thumb, the first 30 to 90 days are absolutely critical. The way that you retain employees is to have a standardized and structured business. And so if you have clear direction and transparency into the operation with clear defined roles, an organizational chart, things along that nature, it makes it a lot easier for the employee to be onboarded and then dive directly into their role. So the first aspect you really should take a look at is your onboarding process. And what does that look like for new employees for their 30, 60, and 90 days? From there, we then need to take a look at our specialized roles. Inventory control versus inventory manager versus metric administrator versus a compliance officer versus an internal auditor. Look at all of those different types of roles and their unique responsibilities, and then start developing a training around that. And that training, ideally, you would want to do it every 6 months, maybe 9 months, but realistically, we all have so much on our plates. It's probably only happening on an annual basis. And so I do recommend that continue education and also look for other certification and programs out there to continue your education.